What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day, or at least a okay day. We've got some pretty big updates on the lunatic that took Charlie Kirk from us, including what I'm pretty sure is some level of manifesto that exists that the FBI has not acknowledged yet. But of course, if you saw my first video today, you know that the FBI also willingly covered for this man's boyfriend, trying to hide his trans identity so that it wouldn't be a bad PR thing for that community. So I don't know. I don't really trust the FBI anymore. But that's neither here nor there. There's a lot to talk about in this video. So let's get into it. By the way, huge shout out to Meta PCs. They're the only computer I use. They're computers that power my entire studio. And if you're in the market for a new computer, I know maybe that's not what's on your mind. But if you are, the link will be in the description, and if you use promo code The Quartering, you'll save money on it. They've been a long time supporter of the channel. So when you're ready, if you're in the market, promo code The Quartering, pick yours up today. Or, custom builds, they have financing, they have veteran discounts, they have all sorts of stuff. So, suspect now said he planned to, quote, take out Charlie Kirk before the attack, FBI says. Well, no kidding. FBI Director Kash Patel revealed new details about the investigation into the assassination of Charlie Kirk, saying in an appearance on Fox News that the suspect's DNA was found on items near the scene, and that the alleged shooter said in a text message and a handwritten note that he planned to take out the conservative activist. Who was that text message to? My guess is it's his trans boyfriend. I can't prove that. I have no evidence of that. That's what my gut says. That very same person that the FBI protected, because they were cooperating. Who knows how much advanced knowledge they had? Who knows how many people the person on the other side of that text told? Who knows how far ahead of time this was? Ultimately, many people knew that this crime was going to take place, and they did nothing. In fact, they celebrated it. They posted on X and Instagram with glee, saying something big's going to happen. Can't wait. Something big's going to happen. Federal agents matched the 22-year-old Tyler Robinson's DNA to a screwdriver found on the roof at Utah Valley University and a towel that was wrapped around a rifle believed to be used in the attack on September 10th, Patel said on Fox and Friends. Patel also confirmed that the FBI interviewed Robinson's live-in partner, who Utah governor said was in the process of transitioning from male to female. You can't do that, but anyway, has urged people not to jump to conclusion over Robinson's possible motive and said that the information will be released in the charging documents tomorrow. Now, I don't think we need to, again, why are we playing their game? The dude was dating a dude who was trans. The dude wrote, pro-trans messaging on the bullets. The dude was a far leftist. His boyfriend was a far leftist. This isn't the Office Space jump to conclusions, Matt. We know why he did it. He was a trans radical, just like the one that went into that school in Minneapolis, just like the one that went into the school in Nashville, just like every one of these recent idiots that do this stuff. And we just keep dying. And we keep saying, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not jump to conclusions, guys. Another person that represents 3% of the population takes out another innocent bystander. 3%, 4% of the population represents 50% of the total murders in this country. Don't jump to conclusions, guys. It's not a conclusion. It's pattern recognition. It's a fact. You're not jumping to anything. The FBI director, who has faced scrutiny over his handling of the investigation, and law enforcement has said also discovered a text message chain in which Robinson allegedly stated an intent to take out Kirk. The Bureau learned of a similar handwritten note the suspect allegedly wrote before the incident and left in his apartment. A handwritten note, let's say what it is. It was a manifesto. It was a manifesto. By the way, my Discord's doing a better job breaking down and timelining all this stuff. If you want to be the first to know about various news hits, go to thequartering.com/join and get in the Discord. We need more people in there. We need more of you cutting through the BS. I'm in there every day now, and you can message me directly as well. Patel said the note had been destroyed. What? Who destroyed the note? You mean his trans boyfriend destroyed the evidence? But I thought he was cooperating. The FBI said that they protected his trans identity because he was cooperating, but he also destroyed evidence. But that investigators obtained forensic evidence and were able to confirm what it said through the FBI's aggressive interview posture. I don't know what that means. New details come as Patel is set to appear before Congress, where he will likely face questions about the highly scrutinized probe. Meanwhile, lawmakers, Trump administration officials, and others remembered Kirk in memorials and vigils over the weekend. I went to one. It was absolutely jam-packed. It was amazing. Of course, the alleged gunman also had an obsession with Charlie Kirk. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino said Robinson had expressed his intent to commit this act against Charlie Kirk long before the incident, and it said the incident was clearly an ideologically motivated attack. Congratulations to Dan for finally saying it. I think it's pretty clear based off the statements of the family members and friends and some of the messaging we have obtained on the digital footprint that he clearly had some sort of obsession with Charlie Kirk, Bongino said on September 15th on Fox News. Charlie Kirk is obviously a conservative commentator. That's no secret. So while I don't want to speak in advance and jeopardize the case, I think it's fairly obvious to everyone out there that there's no need to parse words with it. This was clearly an ideologically motivated attack, Bongino said. It was a political assassination. FBI officials and the governor of Utah have said Robinson held a leftist ideology and had become increasingly political in recent years. Authorities have not provided additional details about Robinson's ideology. We don't need them. We know that there was a manifesto left that his trans boyfriend shredded up. We know that the trans boyfriend destroyed evidence, but the FBI saying, well, hey, let's protect this guy because he's cooperating. He said he was aghast while holding out his hand for the $100,000 reward. Charlie Kirk suspect Tyler Robinson now refusing to cooperate. The Utah governor says as he now confirms the alleged lunatic's relationship with trans roommate. Utah Governor Spencer Cox revealed that Charlie Kirk assassination suspect Tyler Robinson is no longer cooperating with investigators and confirmed Sunday that his boyfriend was trans. Duh, we all knew that. Everybody in the world knew that. It's just the media. We knew that he was trans or that they were in the pro-trans lobby. We knew that. Everyone knew that the minute it happened. Robinson has not confessed to authorities, said he is not cooperating, but all the people around him are. And I think that's very important. He also reiterated that Johnson was deeply indoctrinated in leftist ideology. Wait a minute, the left keeps telling me he was MAGA or that he was a groyper. Authorities arrested Robinson on 22 in the evening after his father recognized him in the photos shared by the FBI. He had previously told the Wall Street Journal that Robinson was deeply indoctrinated in leftist ideology and has since teased more specifics will come up when charges against him drop on Tuesday. There's going to be a whole trove of information tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. The information comes from people around him, his family members, and friends. There were conversations that discussed specifically about Charlie Kirk and about taking his life, we know. He does come from a conservative family, but his ideology was very different than that family. Investigators say they're still working to put together a full picture of the motives behind taking the life of Charlie Kirk. One factor that the Beehive State Republican blamed was Robinson's radicalization in social media, which he ripped as worse than cancer. I believe that social media has played a direct role in every single assassination and assassination attempt that we've seen over the past 5 or 6 years. There's no question in my mind. I don't disagree with that. But again, this is a guy that joked about his resemblance online, that joked in Discord about having to destroy his manifesto. right? He joked about the manifesto. Better get rid of this manifesto, an exact copy rifle I have laying around, he wrote. I guarantee his trans boyfriend destroyed the manifesto because it was exactly what we all expect it was. That's what I think. I can't prove it, but that's what I think. We know that there was at least a note. We also know that that note was destroyed, most likely by the roommate. What was in that note? Well, it wasn't a note at all, in my opinion. It was a manifesto. And it was a manifesto talking about, I'm doing this for my boyfriend. I'm doing this for all the trans people out there who can do blah, 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 blah. We already know what it said. We know what it said. I don't care if this guy cooperates or not. Utah has the death penalty. And while I strongly doubt that Tyler will make it to sentencing, just because whether or not, somebody on the inside takes him out, a prisoner, or some other organization takes him out, like what in my opinion happened to Jeffrey, at least he's in jail now. At least he's in jail now. We know, again, his DNA matched. We know there was a note, which of course was a manifesto. We know that the messages on the bullets were about him. And we know tomorrow we're going to get the charges released. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe. You might just check the channel. You don't want to create an account. The second those charges are released tomorrow, I'll have the video up going over them. We may just go live. So make sure you subscribe and so you get notified and join the Discord. So that's usually where news breaks first, and then the video comes. I hope you're informed by this video, though. And if you were, please leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.